feeling us, mate. Toes today.
Imagine if that actually went in ASAP muscle.
Hello all, we're back again for another episode of our Road to the Draft series. Today, Hayden, two massive guests. We've all had big weekends, some a little bit different to the others. Obviously ours more situated in town. These boys sort of on the footy field. One's Logan McDonald, appearing for the third time. He's had a big weekend, kicked 3 goals in a league top side, Hayden, so he'll definitely be in good form today for Pig. And another one, Nathan O'Driscoll, appearing for his second time. Very hard to get on though, Hayden.
Oh, yeah, he loves to make things difficult for us, Seba, but we finally got him on after weeks and weeks of hard work and effort. There was almost trips to Northern. He was asking us to come out to him, not knowing who we are, but...
Now, I'm hearing also he's been working hard at Trav's Trees, which is a footy factory. From what we've heard, the likes of Trent Rivers come out of there, Chatty Warner, so he's destined for big things.
The main question is, has he worked on his Pig since then? And for Logan, what's he done with his Pig? The only undefeated man in Pig. We'll stop hyping him up and we'll get him on. Fellas, come on in. Oh, fellas, how are we? Pleasure to see you. It's so good to meet you again.
Well, what's your name?
First of all, Logan, big league debut on the weekend. You can see you're just giddy with excitement. What's more nerve-wracking for you? Yeah, what's more nerve-wracking for you? The league debut or coming out here at your own home ground with, you know, knowing that you're undefeated, knowing you're going to have to back that up in a game of Pig. What's more nerve-wracking for you?
It's a tough question. I have to say playing league footy, unfortunately. Beating you boys in a game of Pig doesn't seem to be too much of a challenge at the moment, so I'll say that.
And Nate obviously said it's not much of a challenge. Well, it wasn't much of a challenge the first time. It's unfortunate. It happens. You definitely took Seb to it, but you know, you'd be hoping to do a lot better against the likes of Seb and I. Have you gone away and have you worked on it in your time since then? It's been a long time since we've seen you. It's a lot of time to improve.
Let's just say a lot of work's gone in, but we'll soon find out later on today.
All right.
So there's probably no improvement, to be honest with you. But
Into the warm-up, the most important part, and you know, we've gone to everyone for explanations. I'd say the best we've got is from you, Nathan. It was the lactic acid last time. In that time, have you learned anything else about the importance of a warm-up?
Well, it's just injury prevention, you know how it is. So you got to get the blood flowing, get the muscles moving. Most important part of footy, so let's get into it, eh?
Let's do it. Let's.
Most important part, running. We do it every week. It's not very fun, but Logan loves to put it through to us. Logan, you won't be doing it today because obviously big league debut last week. No doubt you'll be in the side this week, and obviously we've got to keep Nate nice and fit as well. He's a midfielder. But what will we be doing today, Logs?
I think this is my third time now where I'm going to be doing repeat sprints.
Okay.
So I think we got some balls set out along the boundary line and then sprint to the point post, walk, another point post, sprint out, and then come back. Just repeat.
Sounds pretty easy.
And we will be doing sprinting. Seb, obviously they won't be there. They can be either side.
Yeah.
Now, I want you boys to get into Seb because it's a sprint, Seb. You know, it's 100%. And I want to see you complete one. You know, you don't walk until you get to that point post. And I want you boys to make sure that happens. So let's get into it, boys.
Seb, we all know what you've been doing through COVID, mate. Come on. Let's go. Nice.
Come on, Seb, put your back into it! Back in! Look at him. No running until you get there!
If you're moving any slower, Seb, you'd be going backwards.
Alright, that's it for the running. Seb, you
Getting there.
gave it your all.
Getting there.
Good support from the sidelines as well, from our idols, Logan and Nathan. But now getting into a bit of a skills drill. Obviously, Nate, you're a midfielder. You know what you're doing with the inside entries, Log. Big leading forward. Had those men just trailing you in the league game on Saturday. Nate, just explain to us what we're doing right now.
So pretty much there's going to be someone in the middle of the ground. So a midfielder essentially on game day. They're going to kick it to a half forward leading out. Then there's going to be a winger or a half back coming off for the handball, and then Logs is going to be in the cage. He's going to do a hard lead out, and then we'll hit him up, and then he'll either have a set shot or we'll reset. And
now, Logan, just before we do that, obviously Nate will be one kicking to you, but the other two will be Seb and I. So just lower the standards. Don't expect what you're getting in the league games. Don't even expect what you're getting in the Colts games.
Step out in front, Seb! Oh, yeah, Hayden, you're right, you're right! Oh, Nate, easy, Nate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on! Woo!
I'm the man. Bring it in, boys.
Big dog Logan! Big dog Logan!
Yeah, Logan, I'm in front of you. Logan, I'm running into the pass. Logan, the pass. Come on, Logan.
The skills drill's done. Bit of transitional stuff. Fair to say, Logan's been kicked out of the clan for now just because of his selfishness in those last few drills. Hayden, obviously you'd be a little bit upset and you'd be looking to get back to him in the pick game.
Look, I was presenting well, and that's the most important thing you can do as a forward. It's not about kicking goals. It's just about presenting. For now,
you can't look at us.
We'll work on our kick to kick, and we'll show you that it was Logan's lead and not my kicking that was the issue, as most people would think from the footage. But we'll get into this kick to kick and really just get ourselves mentally prepared to take Logan on. It's really us versus Logan in the game of pig as it stands. So let's get into it.
Together, boys.
Let's go, lads. He's 196 centimetres. It shouldn't be going over his head, Seb. Straight to him.
So last time we saw Nath, he had a nice little mullet going on, shaving it off, and with that, it's gone his kicking abilities. He's only hit like once today. Not even that one, that wasn't a hit.
Every time I come on this show, they always ask me to sledge them and tell them how bad they are, but every time I come, I find it harder to find new words and adjectives to describe how bad they are.
I'd like to make a formal apology to all our viewers on account of how short Seb's shorts are. As you can see, we've told him countless times, Seb, you can't wear shorts, those shorts. Seb, those shorts are too short. He doesn't listen. He started getting them longer and now he's gone back to the short shorts. And I just want to apologise to all of you on account of that.
By jeez, if you thought Haydos and Seb were bad before COVID, you should see them now. Pathetic.
Stop talking about it. That's the second time he's talked about me.
Let's go, team 3. We got to stick together. Logan, you got down today, mate.
Logan, we love you. We really do. You're a dear friend of us in the show. But today, it is us three versus Logan, in a sense, because he's gone undefeated and we just can't have that. You know, some people are just too good in front of goals. And this week, we're making sure it doesn't happen. Obviously, Nath, you haven't won one yet. You're not the only one. There's other people who haven't. You've only had the one appearance. So first appearance is sketchy for everyone. Yeah. How are you feeling coming into this?
Mate, I'm feeling good, you know. I'm looking to get that one next to my name.
Yeah.
So
and Logan's obviously undefeated. You know where the precedent is now. It's, you know, us versus you.
Yeah.
What's going through your head now?
Know what to expect. I'll just stick to my strengths. I might even go a bit left-footed to give you a
Well, we've seen my left foot. Mine's not bad.
All right, let's get into it, fellas.
this could go either way. It could go straight in or it could go out of bounds on the full, but you know what they say, you got to start strong. You got to go for the hard ones early, so get the cobwebs out, eh? Oh yeah!
Lost all talent and ability, which wasn't much, but the little I did have, the very little I did have, just gonna go the dribble.
Yep.
Oh no!
So early recap. Logan's on PI, I'm on P, Hayden's on P, Nate's on nothing. So early playing with the team's going well. So
They started it.
Come on. Dead. Where's the man?
Oh yeah! Let's go!
Drop punt. I say routine, but nothing's routine with my ability.
Oh, yeah.
And Deluxe on his side today.
Oh, yeah.
But second time on and Nate's missing nothing.
Swing back.
Oh no! It hurts losing every week, doesn't it? Oh.
Let's go, Logan. That's what I like to see, mate.
a real heartbreaking one today. I haven't been first out in so long, so I thought I was making progression and, you know, getting my kicking together. It just didn't feel right today. I hate the Eagles, so no doubt. Look at this. I don't want to be here.
this is just going to come down to luck. Either goes in or it doesn't, and pretty much got to get it if I want to stay in the game. Oh yes, there we go, there we go. Let's go, baby. Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's out of here. He's out of here.
Take a walk.
This is it. Oh no! No, you've done it!
Let's go!
No!
Yes! Let's go! The boys did it! Yes! The boys did it! Let's go, boys! Oh, boys, we got you, mate.
Just want to say, I'd just like to apologise to everyone. I think with that, I think I'm going to formally announce my retirement from football.
As a whole?
I think I deserve it after that performance. It was pretty insipid, so I just apologise for all the viewers watching.
You heard it here first. Logan McDonald, full-time co-host of the Footy On, no longer going to be going for his AFL career.
Fair enough, to be honest.
Yeah,
Well done, mate.
for Seb and I, it's the greatest win of our footballing career, and we didn't even win. So, Nate.
We were in it together.
Yeah, exactly. It's about the team effort. As we said,
team.
sometimes in a game of chess, you have to make sacrifices. Nate, the first win, how are you feeling?
Mate, this is better than a grand final win, to be honest with you. I'm pumped. It feels great.
This is probably the biggest moment of his football career.
You were in that state champs squad, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
And this is bigger?
Oh, this is bigger.
Yeah. You heard it here first. The biggest it gets is winning a game of pig. We'll hop into some questions now while you're riding this high.
Oh, yeah.
All done with the footy side of things. We thought we'd have a nice chill chat, talk about the year coming up, a little bit about the past. We'll start off, do cast your minds back. You boys met probably at Perth, is that correct? Mm-hmm. Yep. What were your first sort of initial thoughts on each other, both as players and, blokes off the field?
Well, I was first met Nathan under 14s, under 15s at Perth, and he had a broken arm.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't know what he was like as a footballer, but he was really jovial off the field and a real character. And and then we just come closer. So I guess through all the academies and Perth Footy we played together and become really good mates. Something I really value.
Yep, nice.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that Logan really didn't know me, but I obviously got to watch him play from 14s up, and I saw how much of a gun he was. So, sort of looked up to him as a young kid. And, I actually did, because I was injured at the time, so I had to really watch someone play well for Perth, because in the 14s and that we weren't going so well. So Logan was like a shining light, and then obviously we played together the year after in the, I think 10s at Carnival or whatever it was, and then from then on we've been playing together.
And you've been playing together for a long time, as you said, and it's a very important part of footy, the midfielders and the forwards having a good connection. How often in that time do you think it's been a Driscoll kick to McDonald goal? How often do you two like to move up together?
Too many to count, especially in that carnival, year 10's carnival, we would always kick it to each other. So.
How good would a Driscoll, Clark, Narducci, then to McDonald be?
As good as it be, I don't think it would ever happen. There'd probably be a miss kick in there somewhere.
And finally, we're back into the footy now, especially for Western Australia. It's so great to have the WAFL back. Round one's just gone past. Logan, we've talked about a little bit about it already, obviously. Big game on the weekend in league debut, kick 3. How was that feeling? And, getting back to footy must have been just huge in itself.
Yeah, awesome. I was real jolly to get back out there, I'm sure as much as everyone was, and set it as my real goal at the start of pre-season to see if I can play senior footy and play league footy for Perth, which has been a long time dream of mine and something I really remember for the rest of my life, and I'm pretty proud of my performance, and hopefully can continue and help contribute and hopefully take Perth to finals for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, and Nath, obviously you got back out there as well in the Colts. You had a couple niggles during COVID, so you missed a few training sessions and scratches, but you got back out there, put in a solid performance yourself. How excited were you to get out there as well, and what sort of, obviously the goal is to get that league debut like Logan has. What's been the message from the league coach in terms of getting to that point?
Well, they've pretty much just told me to keep grinding and eventually my time will come. Like, there was a few injuries this week, so Logan and I thought, there could be a chance here, I might get a bump up, but obviously I've only played one game, so I got to get that match fitness back and then get a touch of the footy, feel for the game again before I can get back into it. Because like you said, had that ankle injury throughout the whole COVID, so probably missed essentially all that time off that we had and all that training we did. So I came back pretty unfit. So, but like you said, like Logan said, it was pretty good to get back out there again with all the boys and everyone.
And I'm sure if you just showed the league coach the footage of you winning that game of pig,
You'd be
straight in a lock for the
Get
side.
Logan out of full forward.
I'd be in the cage.
And Logan, we spoke a little bit about when we first met yourself improving on your sort of acceleration and sprinting early on. Have you gone away and sort of focused on that, and do you think you've improved on it since?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been a really important part of my game, especially as a key forward and getting separation. And it's something to put a lot of work into, as you said. And I think I'm seeing some real improvements in that. And hopefully that can continue and keep getting results out of it this season.
And Nath, obviously it's been 5 months since we saw you last, and when we spoke to you, we spoke to everyone about, you know, how they intended to ramp it up this year. You said you weren't too worried about, you know, what you were putting in. Obviously you'd avoid the bad foods, but you were more just worried about ramping up how much you were eating and stacking on the kilos, getting bigger. Do you reckon you've done well in getting there so
mate,
far?
just have a look at me. So I clearly haven't put on much, but yeah. So like I said, I had the ankle injury, so I couldn't do gym either. So I was pretty much doing nothing during the time off. But Logan and I have been on a pretty big program the last 4 or so weeks, so we're starting to ramp up our gym now.
I might send you my diet because I've bulked up a little bit too over the COVID.
Yeah, you two might be struggling, but for Seb and I, it's pretty easy to stack the kilos up, just not in the right places.
Now, round 2 tomorrow, boys, of the WAFL season. Obviously, we're not hearing too much in terms of state carnivals, the draft night, and that sort of stuff. How are you taking this year? You know, planning on, you know, will you be on a season on a list next season? Have you heard much in terms of where you'll be playing in sort of state carnivals, etc.?
Yeah, obviously the end goal I think for both of us is to get drafted at the end of the year, or if or when that happens. But at the moment I'm just really enjoying my time at Perth and taking that as it comes, and like I said, just really working towards winning as many games, so hopefully get to finals.
Exactly right. You got to take it game by game, so there's no point looking too far into the future, because there's so many question marks on the year itself, and then the draft and all that, and then obviously the carnival. So with the VIX now, the spike in coronavirus cases over there, so it's pretty up in the air at the moment, the carnival going ahead. There's been rumours that we might have a WA team versus each other, so 2 WA teams and maybe a South Australian.
We might get the call up here.
Yeah,
chance.
But again, that's all up in the air. So like Logan said, you just gotta enjoy your time while you have it playing. We get to go out there every week now and play footy, whereas there's boys around the country that don't get to do the same thing. So
beautiful. Well, boys, on that note, that's all we have time for today. But we've absolutely enjoyed having you on again. Good luck tomorrow in both your respective teams, and it's been a privilege having you on.
Thank you very much.
Both on, and Nate, hopefully it isn't too much longer between the next entries.
Now watch those celebrations tonight. Don't talk too much.
Snacks, easy. Cheers, fellas.
Now wind it back. Before we go, we have a bit of a present for Nathan. Logan, you've already got your Zephyr shirt, but a family podcast we are, Hayden, a family business, and you deserve a bit of a present for winning today.
Thanks, mate.
It is hard work. We've been waiting for a while to get it to you, but we finally got it to you.
5 months.
Yeah. If you want to look like our beautiful co-stars here as well as ourselves, make sure you go check out Zephyr Clothing on Instagram. Go buy them. They're releasing some new merch, so that's an exciting space. We're going to be releasing some merch with them, so get around them, fellas, and have a good one.